What's up, everyone? So, I've been kind of moved to just talk about what's been going on or what's been happening for me over the last couple of days. It's been a lot of reminiscing for me, just reviewing my relationships and how I've shown up in them and my response to things that have transpired between me and other people. And there's this huge phase in my life that's been ending for years, and when I talk about being stubborn with letting go, I have just truly been the queen of holding on. And I've really had to look at that. And sometimes, I have these moments where I get weak or I don't think things all the way through. I just it's like I'm very impulsive and I'll just do something. I'll just say, because I'm just sitting there thinking about doing it, and it's I'm sick of thinking about doing it. I'm just gonna do it and fuck it, whatever happens happens. And I usually get some sense of release from just getting it off my chest, either saying something or doing something, whatever it is. But and every time I just get a little bit more proof of just how unwilling I can be to accept the truth. It's hard to feel rejected because who doesn't want people to like them, and even though I know in my core, in the essence of who I am, that I'm perfectly fine, and there's nothing wrong with me, it still hurts, to feel or to feel rejected. And what's actually been happening for me over the last year or so is my perspective has very slowly been changing for the positive in this department of my life, because I have been learning to take other people's opinions and other people's rejection, or just other people not showing up for me the way that I would wish for them to show up for me. And maybe they just don't want to. And you know what? There's absolutely nothing wrong with them not wanting to show up for me like that. And, that is an acceptance that I have more recently been kind of processing. It's I don't get to control anyone, just like nobody gets to control me. And seeing how my behavior over the years with people, and there have been, with some people, it's I lay down this iron fist, no, they have to do it this way, or they need to show up this way. If this isn't happening, then that's that. And and just being done. But most of the time I give people chance after chance after chance after chance, but then even still, it's anything that's happened, there's this quote, or I don't even know what you call it, but it just goes forgiveness is realizing there's nothing to forgive in the first place. And little by slowly, my understanding of that has just helped me release this just helped me release because we're all just fucking people, you know, and we're all doing our own thing, and ultimately I don't control everybody, you know, learning how to set boundaries in my life. You know, I have set the boundaries in my life that I feel comfortable with, and unfortunately for me, because of my boundaries and because of my own, you know, what I feel comfortable dealing with and what I don't feel comfortable dealing with, like it just hasn't matched up with the people that I've been surrounded by in my life, you know, and they're people that I love so much, and even still to this day, you know, and I would never want anything but good to come to them, you know. I've learned so much from all of these people, even though in the beginning it all hurt really bad, you know, and I had to deal with my own things, like my own issues with depression and anxiety and all those things. And through it all, you know, like music has played a huge part in my healing. Like that Selena Gomez song, Lose You to Love Me, you know, that song was like deep. And the Bluebird song by Miranda Lambert. And then more recently, there's this song by Miranda Lambert as well. I just love her writing. She's such a good writer, and I just relate to her so much, and or to the words, you know, we all I don't know. Anyway, what this song, you know, it's about, let me read. Let me see, where's my phone? Here it is. I'll read the words but it makes me think about wait. It says, every highway, every stranger that I met, well, I went my way, but I never really left. And when I'm lonely and I'm needing something new, when I'm lost in the mazes and turning the phrases and looking for something true, I'll be loving you. No matter where I roam, I'll be loving you. You're at the end of every road, when the stars are out at night, when the sky is crystal blue, I'll do the only thing I know to do. I'll be loving you. I'll be loving you. Tried to find it in the roses, in the snow, tried to climb it in a rocky mountain low. I couldn't hide it, like the bottle in my boot. When I'm deep in the dark and I look in my heart and I'm looking for something true, I'll be loving you. And anyway, it's not a sad song, but the way that I relate to it is, especially where it says, when the stars are out at night, when the sky is crystal blue, I'll do the only thing I know to do. I'll be loving you. Through the joy and the pain and the mandolin rain and the nights with the man in the moon, you'll always belong at the end of my song, even if I'm out of tune. I'll be loving you. No matter where I roam, I'll be loving you. And it's like, what does she say here about something about And I'm looking, yeah, when I'm deep in the dark and I look in my heart, it's making me cry. And I'm looking for something true, I'll be loving you. And I just kind of want to share this awareness because that I had, like, it's been through a process. I've been doing a lot of meditating, I always do, but over the last few days, especially, like, I've gone to the beach and meditated, and then I went out into went to this park and like was sitting in the woods there, and I was meditating there, and I've just been doing all these like extra things. I've added a lot more to my routine, my daily routines over the last year, and I had this epiphany, just like with this song and over the last couple of days and just everything I've been writing out. And to be true to myself is I have to let myself feel the love that I feel for whomever. And whether they love me or not, and that's just the bottom line right there. I want to be I don't want to feel anger. Like, I don't want to feel betrayed. I don't want to feel less than. I don't want to feel like any ugliness. Although I felt all of it, I've had to like work through all of those different emotions and to get to the place of peace, like to get to this balance where I don't like feel like I'm missing something or I lost out on something, because as divinely led as I have been, and believing that I was like headed in a certain direction, and it's like that like path just got like ripped up one day, and nothing has like really, I've been trying to like make sense of everything since then, and the only thing that I continue to come up with is I just have to be where I'm at. I just have to be grateful for my heartaches, for my experiences, because I've grown so much. I mean, I really have. It's really mind-blowing, and I've changed so much, and it's really freaking beautiful. And none of that would have happened had one thing been different from anything that's happened over the last few years, because everything has forced me to dive deeper. I'm a good person, and I hear from people all the time, and I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing by sharing my experience, with you all, because you guys tell me like how it helps. And recently too, a lot of things have just been crystal clear to me, you know, and you know, there was like a part of me, you know, I could hear it like way down deep that was just like, man, Lisa, how could you be so fucking stupid? Like, you're so stupid. Like, you're so naive. Like, what the fuck, Lisa? But it's like, I just have been like holding that piece of me because I'm not stupid. I choose to see the good in people, and well, when it comes to the people that I feel like I can trust, or you know, that are closest to me, or I think they're closest to me. But you know, I've been being shown all this stuff, you know, and it's been being shown to me for years, and it's been the hardest to let go of. It's just been hard, you know, to let go, because I'm just like, oh my God, like, what if nothing is on the other side of all this? Like, what if it's just nothing? And but I know that that's not the truth. That's just like fear, like wanting to take over my life. And that's why I keep coming back to this, just being in my present moment, just enjoying where I'm at, making the most of my life, like right now, and like just being who I am and showing up as who I am, wherever I'm at, and not allowing who I am to waver in the presence of people that I don't know. I don't even know how to describe them, because it's like I just want to always show up as me. And every day I feel like I am just more and more comfortable with doing that. I understand more than I ever have today at this moment that how somebody responds to me has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with just wherever they're at in their life. And it's like I can't be mad or take that personal or like anything. It's just I need to continue to show up as who I am, no matter how people are showing up around me, you know? And that goes with, you know, like I wait tables and I bartend, and it's like, you know, sometimes, you know, I'm like met with like conflict, you know, just dealing with people in general. But it's like I can either allow that conflict to ruin my mood, or I can bring my mood, you know, and switch things up. And most of the time that's, I would say like 99% of the time that's what happens, you know, like I can get the table to smile or calm down or whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, every now and then there's there's this one, I'm thinking of this one guy in particular, and he just, Like he didn't really even speak to me. Came in by himself, and he practically just grunted. Like when he was talking to me, he's like, or like he wouldn't make eye contact or anything. And there's going to be people like that, and um, I still have to be kind. I still want to be kind. I still want to show up as who I am. And I feel like that's what all of this stuff has just been teaching me, that like, who the fuck am I to like judge anybody, and or to feel victimized, or to feel like I'm owed something, or everybody's just doing the best they can. And awareness is the first step in change, and nobody can change anything unless they're aware of a problem. Like, there's plenty of people just living their life and they're happy as can be, oblivious to the possibility that what they're doing may be hurting other people. And I mean, shit, I'm sure I've done that, and I've just had to, it's like the more I learn to forgive myself, the more at peace I become, not just with myself, but with others. I don't know. I'm being moved to tell you, like, this full moon that's coming up. It's a full moon in Sagittarius. I think it's on the 14th, which is 4 days, because today's the 10th. I remember reading something about it, and it said something about like healing of the masculine. Okay, so that's like the dominating side, or it's like if you have healing that you need to do around a masculine, whether that's like your own masculine side, or like father, brother, son, boyfriend, husband, it's a really good time to release the resentment. Because I feel like this underlying resentment towards just men in general, like, I've had to just, or I'm continuing to learn, because I don't know, like, maybe it's never going to go away completely, but I know that I don't want to live in the fear of being hurt anymore, and I don't want to I just want to like make better choices for myself, and I feel like I have been. And I'm being guided just to continue to move forward. For years now, I've been talking to you guys about this like 6-inch view. It's like that's the path of faith. You're lucky if you get 6 inches, a 6-inch view. But it's like this 6-inch view in a path filled with thorns and thistles, and it's like, trusting that there is brightness. Like I can just feel it in my heart and in my soul, in my, like, just my essence. That I'm being guided toward something beautiful. And it's like I know that my day and my view and my home feels happier. My connection with my children is closer. It just continues to grow. Everything just continues to blossom, and that's what I'm like striving for. You know, just not that I'm ever going to achieve perfection, but you know, gratitude has really changed my life, you know, and it just I just know that this isn't it. This isn't all there is. But, you know, even if it is, I feel like I can say, you know, I know today that I showed up and I did everything I possibly could to make my day as good as I could. And I don't know. Hopefully this makes sense, and maybe you guys can relate to it, or maybe you can't. But I love you. And I hope you have a great night, and I will see you soon. Bye.